boy and his sister accidentally bumped into a woman, so they quickly apologized, but they were shocked when they realized that she was their own mother. The woman looked at them in surprise and asked, "Why are you two handing out flyers?" But the brother quickly pretended that she had mistaken them for someone else. The woman looked even more confused and asked, "Shouldn't you two be in school right now?" Her husband noticed the strange situation and asked, "Honey, do you know them?" The woman quickly replied, "Babe, I'll explain everything to you later." Then she turned back to the children and asked, "Why are you pretending that you don't know me, and why aren't you in school?" That was when the truth finally came out. The woman was their mother. The brother looked at her sadly and said, "School? How could we afford the tuition fees?" The woman asked, "What happened to the $20,000 I sent your dad last month?" The sister finally spoke up and said, "Dad used that money to buy a new car. Then he kicked us out of the house, saying we were nothing but burdens and freeloaders." The woman looked heartbroken and asked, "Then why didn't you come to me for help?" The sister lowered her head and said, "My brother told me that since you married a wealthy businessman, you might be afraid that your new husband would look down on us and throw you out." The woman's eyes filled with tears as she said, "This is all my fault and I'm so sorry, but listen to me. You have to go back to school. Tell me how much money you need and I'll find a way to help you." The sister answered, "We owe the school more than $10,000 in tuition, and with the rent and food we have to pay for right now, we need at least $15,000. The woman turned to her husband and asked, "Honey, could you lend me some money?" But the man simply looked away without saying a word. So the woman quickly took out some cash and said, "There's $5,000 here. Use it to pay your tuition first. And please don't tell your dad about this. As for the rest of the money, I'll figure something out." But the brother said, "Mom, can I ask you for one thing? Please take my sister with you. I don't want her to suffer like this anymore." The woman said, "Son, I'm in a difficult position right now, but once I get everything settled, I'll come back to visit you, okay?" Hearing this, her husband quietly made a call to his secretary. Then he looked at the children and said, "Give me that money back." The brother immediately replied, "This money came from my own mother. I didn't steal it, and I didn't rob anyone." The man said, "No one takes a single penny from this family without my permission." The woman quickly stepped in and said, "Honey, please take your anger out on me. Don't scare them. I'm using my own money to help my children. Isn't that okay?" The man looked at her and asked, "Do you really think giving them a little money can make up for years of neglect as their mother? Can money fill the empty space where love should have been? Can a few bills give them the stable home they desperately need?" The woman fought back tears and said, "I want to give them a stable home too. I want to take care of them and watch them grow up safely, but I'm afraid of putting you in a difficult position. What else can I do besides give them some money?" The man looked at her and said, "You're worried about putting me in a difficult position, but I'm sure that if you simply keep giving them money, they'll eventually run out of it and still have nowhere to call home. Do you realize that what they need isn't just money? They need parents who will shelter them, care for them, and love them." Just then, the secretary handed the man a suitcase filled with money. The man placed the suitcase in front of the children and said, "This is my gift to you. I'll have my secretary find the best high school around here, and from now on, you're moving in with us. We're going to live together as a family." The woman stared at her husband in disbelief and said, "Honey, these two are my children from my previous marriage. How can you be so kind to them?" The man smiled gently and said, "Since you're with me, I'll accept everything that came before me. They have already suffered far too much, so from this day forward, I'll be their stepfather, and I'll do everything I can to make up for what they've been through 100 times over." The sister burst into tears and said, "Brother, we have a father now. We finally don't have to hand out flyers anymore." The woman looked at her husband with tears in her eyes and said, "Thank you so much, honey. Give one like for this amazing man."